Okay, let's dive into this really fascinating concept from author Boris Azarin. It's an idea that completely flips the script on how we think about our own bodies, and it all kicks off with one pretty radical question. Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. The author is basically asking us to challenge the most fundamental thing we think we know about ourselves. Are you your body? Or are you something else? A consciousness, a soul that's just piloting this incredibly advanced biological machine? This one question really sets the stage for this whole idea.
And that brings us to the core metaphor here, the bioscape or bioscaf. The idea is to stop seeing your body as you and instead see it as this amazing, sophisticated, self-repairing vessel that your consciousness, your soul, is operating. It's kind of like your own personal biological spacesuit for navigating the journey of life.
So why even come up with such a strange idea? According to the author, it's because our current approach to health is frankly broken. We are completely mismanaging our single most valuable asset. And wow, this is a pretty powerful critique. He basically describes modern medicine as a kind of conveyor belt system, right? We get carved up into different parts. You go to an eye doctor for your eyes, a stomach doctor for your stomach, and nobody's really looking at the body as this single, deeply interconnected system that it is. And to back this up, to show this is a real systemic failure, the author makes a pretty stark claim. He says that in Russia, life expectancy is a whopping 15 to 20 years shorter than in many other developed countries. And he points to this as a direct result of a totally flawed philosophy on health. And he doesn't stop there. He goes even further, citing a 2015 WHO report to make a really startling claim that up to 80% of all human diseases are in some way linked to parasites. Now, he argues this is a hugely overlooked factor in our conventional way of thinking about medicine.
So really, it all boils down to this. Our whole system is reactive, not proactive. It's like we see the check engine light come on, we hear weird noises, but we just keep driving. We only call the mechanic after our bioscaff has already broken down on the side of the road.
Okay, so that's the problem. What's the solution? Well, this is where we get to the author's proposal. And it's not just some small tweak. It is a complete, fundamental shift in thinking from what we normally call healthcare to something he calls health saving. And this comparison here really lays it all out. On one side, you've got healthcare, or zdravoochranenie, which is reactive. It's about treating symptoms. It's emergency repair. But on the other side, you have health saving, zdorowie zbierżenie. And that is all about being proactive. It's about preventing the breakdown in the first place. It's scheduled maintenance. So this whole idea of health saving, it's not really about curing diseases after you get them. It's a disciplined, regular system of planned maintenance. The goal is simple: reduce the wear and tear on your body to extend the operational life of your bioscaff. And the author suggests a potential, get this, of 200 years, or maybe even more.
And the logic behind it is just common sense, right? Preventing a breakdown is always easier and cheaper than cleaning up the mess afterward. We get this for our cars, we get it for our houses. So why on earth do we forget this principle for the most complex and valuable machine we will ever own?
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually practice health saving? Well, the author lays out a practical toolkit for it. He calls it Triune Medicine, and it's basically a very clear hierarchy of how you should intervene. So here's how the hierarchy works, and it's really simple. Step 1, the foundation, is informational medicine. This is your regular non-invasive maintenance. The author talks about things like wave or quantum medicine, basically things that support the body's natural state. Then, only when it's absolutely necessary, you move to step 2, chemical intervention. We're talking pharmaceuticals here. And then, as the absolute last resort, for extreme cases, you have step 3, mechanical intervention, which is surgery.
And the author gives us a really simple rule for this. The algorithm is informational is applied regularly, chemical when necessary, and surgical only in an extreme case. See, the whole emphasis is on that regular baseline maintenance. It's all about preserving the integrity of the original machine for as long as possible.
And this brings us full circle, right back to where we started. It brings us to what might be the single most important takeaway of this entire concept: radical personal responsibility. Because in this way of thinking, your body is literally the book of your life. It is a direct physical reflection of your choices, your thoughts, your actions. It becomes this living, breathing record of your journey as the pilot. Every single decision you make gets written on its pages.
The author's message here couldn't be clearer. You are the pilot. The condition of your vessel, your bioscaff, is entirely in your hands. He even suggests that things like our own negative thoughts can act like a kind of acid, destroying the machine from the inside out. The responsibility is huge, but so is the potential. It's all yours.
So when you boil it all down, this whole philosophy isn't just about not getting sick. It's about being an active manager of your body's resources to make sure you have a long, functional, efficient journey. The real goal is to keep your vessel, your bioscaff, space-worthy for as long as you possibly can.
And so, this whole deep dive, based on the work of Boris Zorn, it really leaves us with one final, very personal question to think about. If you are the pilot and your body is your vehicle, what are you doing right now, today, to maintain it for the long journey ahead? What's actually on your bioscaff's maintenance schedule?